We had finished outfitting and managing and all the support screens at the end of the previous installment. And we're now going to be able to leave base camp and move on to what waits us next. So we have Valencia and Ike. My Lord Ike. Princess Valencia. Huh? And we have a moment. What's going on? Why are you dressed like that? I thought to join you on the battle lines. Is that a Pegasus? Where did you get that? He belonged to my great-grandmother. I'm a bit nervous about riding him, but I'm going to try nevertheless. I appreciate your desire, but your retainers will never allow it, will they? As for that, did you agree to this, Geoffrey? No, personally. I'm against it, but she is the princess, and it is her wish. I can do nothing. The princess's great-grandmother was a Banyan Pegasus knight of some renown, before marrying into House Crimea. Princess Valencia herself is skilled at both riding and swordsmanship. As a child, she was granted permission to train in case the need for her to fight ever arose, and I can't talk tonight. It's been like this all day. Behold the Pegasus and uniform, all treasures of our House Crimea fair. We did fear much that we would never see a chance to use them in their proper stead. O muse of fire, I cannot find the words. Behold a light that dares to shame the sun. Good old Bastion. Our princess, clad in raiments fair and fine, gives courage, love, and vigor to our cause. I'm surprised you were able to hide armor and a flying horse from the Dayan army. Ahem. Prince Renning foresaw a time when the princess would need them and bade us convey them from the palace. Prince Renning's thoughts were always of the princess, even as his life abandoned him. Be true to your heart and live life as it dictates. Those were his final words to her. My lord uncle was the one person who understood me best. Even though I'm dressed like this, I have no experience and do not expect to fight as well as the rest of you. But this constant waiting behind and doing nothing, it sets my heart beating with such unease I fear it may burst. Even if I cannot fight, I could use a staff to heal the wounded. If I could save just one soldier, it would mean so much to me. Please, my Lord Ike, I promise to obey orders and stay out of harm's way as best I can. Lord Ike, we will take responsibility and guard the princess. It is her heartfelt wish. This is not something that I can allow or disallow. She is my employer. If this is what the princess wants, all I can do is comply. Be careful, will you? Oh, thank you so much. Let us go forth like sunlight to the dawn. Valencia fights, and Crimea wins the day. Bastion in his flowery words. And we have Bertram. And we have Fort Pinel. If you recall, we're probably going to get some dialogue here, so I should wait. Okay, so before I go into this dialogue section, they had finished the previous battle. Valencia got all her retainers and all that good stuff back. And as you can see, she is in the middle of the battlefield now, joining in with the team. She has become a playable character. And moving forward towards retaking the capital of Crimea, they are passing by two smaller castles, forts, whatever you want to call them. And the Laguz bird tribes and some others have gone to distract one of the forts while Ike and this army are attacking this one here. And So that is what's happening, and we've got the team. So Titania says, Ike, there are more enemy soldiers than we expected. Just from what I can see now, they are double our numbers, and we must assume that the fort houses many more troops. This may prove to be a long battle. Even if they have 20 times our numbers, we must overcome them. In this war, there can be no retreat. And so we get our choose unit screen. Before we do that, we're going to take a look at the map. It's always handy to look and see what your map is, because that also helps you try to figure out what types of characters you need to take with you, and what talents and skills may be necessary. So our group is starting off in this corner way down here, and we've got a group of soldiers here, and we've got sort of a mountain ridge up here. We've got some magic users and some guys way back here, and then off to our left of our team we have some more enemy soldiers heading upwards up toward that mountain ridge. You see some wyverns and some feral ones. That's the mountain ridge. And then here's the castle that Bertram is guarding. Our goal, as you can see in the corner, is to seize this location. Don't have a time limit on it. And we can take a look at some of the other people as we move along, but I'm going to take a look at Bertram first. And he has something called a rune's sword. So I just want to see what that says, and so you can see it. It's a level A sword. The highest level is an S, which I know it makes no sense, but it goes in reverse alphabetical order, and then after A, the next highest is S. So it's an A, and it shows its damage and all of that good stuff. Range is 1 to 2, that's always good to note. And it says, a magic sword that restores HP to the wielder in the amount of half the damage it inflicts. So it's sort of like the spellbook we found several episodes back. A couple of them actually, called Nosferatu, where the magic user would use that. Someone would attack them and they would take back part of the damage and heal themselves with it. So it's kind of the same deal. And then he has a spear. So we've got this arrangement here, and so now we need to decide, based on what we have, who we want to take with us. So I go to choose units. We've got 19 people this time, because this is a rather large map. In green at the top, you can see Ike and Alencia are required characters in this battle of that 19. And then you need to figure out who you want to take with you. So I'm going to go down and take a look. Everybody takes different people. You've got such a variety of characters. We've talked about this, or I've talked about this many times. It's really personal preference who you level up and how you play. I've played this game multiple times in many different ways. But I always, take certain characters. I like Boyd and Oscar because I always level them up. They can become pretty powerful. Morim, I take him a lot because he stays in his form. He takes some reductions in stats for that, but he is a good fighter to use. Stefan is very good. Sheena and Titania, we need a healer. And Reese, which reminds me, come up and we're going to look at Alencia. Alencia right now has a couple of things. She has a sword called Amity, and she has a mend. So her sword says allows her to strike twice per turn, and it only has a range of 1, but she's a mounted unit, so she can move fairly well. Plus she's flying, so she can move across different barriers and things like that that our other characters cannot do. So now that I have gotten Alencia as a character, I'm going to pick my people, and then I'm going to do a couple things that I ordinarily don't do at this stage. I've already done them. So we've got Titania, we've got Reese who can heal, we've got Soren who has magic can heal, we have Har who is also very strong, Lucia and Jeffrey who are good, Taronio is very good defensively and very good as a fighter. We have another Sage in Bastian. We have Kieran, Zyhark, and then we have, right now included in this group is Ranulf and Jill. Now, I know I'm taking Jill out. Ranulf usually starts the battle partially full on his stats, or not his stats, as far as his Laguz meter to fill up and transform, or he starts it and then he wears out, I think is the opposite of what I said. But I don't know if I want to take Ranulf. So I'm taking him out right now while I'm looking. I don't need my thieves. Rolf wouldn't be bad to take here because we have a lot of wyverns, and the more bows we have, the better. Raysan, I haven't used him very much, only in the battle that he was required to be in. If you recall, he gives people extra turns, so that's a nice thing about having him, although he is very vulnerable because he has no fighting attacks. And then we're looking down the line here. Gatry wouldn't be bad here. What I'm looking for are strong and defensive characters. I like Mordecai. This is the least I've used Lef and Mordecai. Again, playing different than normal just because I can. I'm not going to take Mist right now because I have multiple healers already. Astrid and Nephany. Khalil is a good magician. Magic user Sage, but I already have a couple. And then we have our newest recruit, which it won't let me go back around. I wish it did. Let me get down here. Largo. He is a world-class berserker, if you recall. I'm going to grab him. And I think I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab Rolf with that bow. And I'm going to reposition everybody. Now notice, like Ike, Alencia can't be moved. So everybody else has to go around her. Now what I do, if you've watched any of my streams or any of my playing at all, I tend to build people walls and find out where people can move, what obstacles are in their way, and I put my strongest people in the forefront, and then you keep your weaker people in the back and let them kind of come up and attack as they can. So I've got two fronts to protect, right? I've got this, and for all these people in front of me, and then I've got people that are going to be coming from over on the left. So I've got Jeffrey here. He's really good. I'm going to leave him there. I'm not happy with him having his bow at this moment. So I'm probably going to swap that out when I get a chance, but I'm going to leave him there. I am going to, actually, yeah, I'm going to put Titania and Kieran, swap them around. I want Maureen up here, but actually he's going to let Taronio go first, as is him, because Taronio can't move very far. We've got Oscar. We're going to put, so we've got some really strong people that you can see in line in the front. Now we kind of fill in around that. You know, so we've got Zyhark here. And I know that there's other ways that this would probably be faster and make more sense. This is just how I do it. Because I look and I'm like, oh no, I can't put that person there. I shouldn't put this person there. So I'm going to move Boyd forward. I'm going to move Har forward. I've got Largo. These guys are all strong. I'm going to take Soren, and I'm actually going to replace him with Zyhark. Replace Bastian. And then we've got Rolf here, and we've got Shinan here. So I think, as far as moving people around, we're alright. And Largo, I did equip him as well as most of the other characters. So you'll see Lucia's ready. So what I'm going to do, I've moved everybody, selected everybody. I'm going to save. I'm going to take an extra moment to do something I normally don't do, and I'm going to go back to base camp. And I'm going to go to outfit, and we want to find Alencia. So the first thing I want to do is look at the convoy and see what Alencia can take that she might need. Her sword, if you notice, Amity, does not have a use limit on it, so I don't need to replace her sword. So I look and see, as she had mentioned, stumbling over my words, she can use stabs. So we want to see what stabs we have. So we have a staff called Recover. She has a mend already. And I am going to, let's see, we're going to take the rescue staff. So she can mend a lot of people in different ways or help them to be fixed. I'm probably not going to use the rescue because I think I want to save that. But we'll see. I'm going to take it with her. And we're going to get her some vulneraries. Like a lot of my other healing people, I give her extra healing stuff. What the heck? Let's take one more. And then that way, if they need to, they can also trade with her. So once again, we're going to save. We're going to end. And then we don't go through the whole screen again because we already did that. We just saved. So it doesn't really do us any good to have to save again right now. So we just hit fight. General Bertram, the Crimean army has risen to the bait. Orders, sir? Your orders, sir. And Bertram says nothing. General? How shall we make answer? Turn the ground soft with blood. Make a graveyard of this place. Bury them all. Soren, do you have any general information on the enemy general? Any information on the enemy general? Our intelligence reports say that the commander of this army is Bertram, one of Dayan's 4 riders. One of the 4 riders? So he's on par with that woman we fought earlier, General Bertram? That's not necessarily so. The name 4 riders is given to the 4 persons of highest ability among the king's advisors. So the members can change, is that it? Who are the current 4 riders? First, there was General Bertram, who we defeated at Riven Bridge. Then the man we face today, General Bertram. Next is General Bryce, who served the previous king. And finally, the enigmatic general known as the Black Knight. Those are the 4. This is the same Black Knight who murdered Commander Greel? Of that, there appears to be little doubt. Tell us, Soren, do you have any more information on General Bertram? I do not know where he hails from. He appeared after the fall of Crimea and has quickly gained Ashnard's favor. So he's a man of no mean ability. Like the Black Knight, he always wears his armor and never shows his face unhelmed. Some say he's not even in his armor, but that it's inhabited by an ancient specter or a demonic creature. It's all just superstition and rumor designed to heighten fear of the man. It's not important. Once we cross swords, we'll know the truth. Then we can discover for ourselves if he's just a loudmouth braggart or truly a monster. As long as our blades can wound him, I care not either way. Let's go. And we begin. So, I'm going to pick Tronio first because he has the most limited range. And I can get him to somebody. So I'm going to move him up here. And he's going to use his spear and do a little bit of damage to this guy. Remember, right now I'm about basically building a line of defense, not going directly after certain people or certain characters. Now notice these shrubs here are a barrier, so I'm going to build my wall of people basically around that. So I'm going to put Oscar, yes, I said the wrong name. I'm going to put Oscar one step forward, and actually, well, if it wasn't about the wall, I would save. I got to get him another bow, is what I'm trying to get at. But we're going to attack him. Oscar's going to take him out. And then we're going to go back and wait in line with Tronio. Now I want to double check. So we've got the 3 riders, 2 swords, 1 with a bow, and we've got these guys. And if I remember correctly, they reinforced with wyverns over here at one point. So I'm going to still go ahead. Let's do this first. I'm going to put Maureen up here. So he's blocking that location. So no one can get through them there. I'm going to take Jeffrey and put him here. And he is also going to use his bow to attack. I know this is a lot of bows and ranged weapons all at once, but we're going to change that once we have everything in the alignment that I want it to be in. Let's see how far. So we can't get Boyd up there. So we're going to put him in a different part of the wall of people that I'm trying to get to, as well as Stefan. So Kieran can move here. So this is going to be my first, if he can move back a step after this attack, then I will. If not, then he's going to stay right there. Either way, he's still blocking the road. And we got a Laguz axe. And there are Laguz in this battle. I'm going to send back those hand axe because I have a short axe. And so now he's equipped his steel axe, so I can fix that later if I want to. He had no remaining moves, so he stays where he is. Then we have Titania. Titania's going to come over here. And we're going to equip her Silver Lance. Oop. How did I not give her healing stuff? I have to trade some to her at some point. I don't know how I missed that. Everybody else I did pretty much. You can never get every single thing, I'm just saying. Ike, being our lead character, he can't get super far. It's gonna keep his sword that he has equipped. We're gonna bring Zahark here. Gonna bring Boyd. He's gonna be a step back because he can't make it one farther. We're gonna leave him with the axe that he has. We've got Largo, new player for our team. And Largo's gonna go step back here, and his silver axe is equipped. So we're gonna leave that for right now. Now we can move. Stefan, he's gonna, even though he could go forward, he's gonna wait here. And I just want to come over here and look. Minor stuff. We got swords. This is the killing edge that was very dangerous for some of my characters previously, so I have to kind of keep an eye on that. There's a Lagoo's bow. I don't have any flying Lagoo's. The only Lagoo's I have is Moreem, and he's on the other side of the field right now. Not that that guy can't move, but I'm just pointing that out. So the reason I'm checking is because I want to make sure where I put Har. And you notice Har has what they call Savior, and it says rescue an adjacent unit, so he can do it, but he gets the benefit of not having his movement reduced if he uses it, like a lot of the other units get. So we're going to put, since we have 2 bowmen, we're just going to keep him just a little bit behind everybody else. We're going to move Rolf this way, a little bit again behind. Alencia is going to kind of stay back, but in the middle, so she can heal and do all the things safely. I'm going to put Reese up here, and he's in healing range for most people. We're going to work Soren towards the other group because he can use the magic and heal. Bastian, same thing as magic. And he has his Elwind equipped. And then we have Lucia. And I'm going to put Lucia for right now here until we get everybody moved around. So then we wait for the enemy to take their turn. Okay. So this is the part that always takes the longest, is waiting for all these guys to go through. And yes, he has magic. He's from far away. Luckily, he chose to try it for Titania with that, and not, you know, good old Moreem over there with his, with his weakness to fire. So these guys are still going to come on. It's gonna depend on how they do it. I could move my line forward. I don't want to. So I'm going to wait. Jeffrey, I'm going to change his weapon. Now the bowman could come and hit him. He's not going to be able to hit back, but I would rather take a chance because there's more that can. He can fight back against that have to be right next to him. He's got a spear. We're going to change him to this blade. And we're not going to break the line. That's the whole point for now, is not to break the line until we have everything under control. Kieran has what we want. Now, Jeffrey, I probably could have moved Kieran up and let him do something. Jeffrey's in a little bit different position. I'm going to move him up here, and I'm going to equip my lance. Oh, that one's ×4. Do I want to use that right now? Yeah, we'll use this one. I'll save the other one for later. So Jeffrey can take that guy out and then move back where we wanted him. Titania is good. This is where we can bring forward one of our bowmen. Let him have a shot. Or a magic user. Your preference, right? When you're playing. And then we've got all these guys. And it's, you know, it's kind of a toss-up how you want to do it. But first, I'm going to move Bertram up here. And he has a bolting that he can use. And I think I'm going to use that bolting on that bowman. It only had one use. But that's okay. I knew that when I brought it. Lucia, also going to bring her up. And wait. Soren, same thing. Soren has a ranged attack. He has Blizzard. I could hit the same guy. Or I could hit another person. In my case, I'd rather take this one out. Soren gets some XP. I only had one use on that spell anyway, so it's not really something I'm going to save to the end game, so to speak. Alright, so now we have this guy with 47. He's got a short axe. We're going to bring Titania up since she's right in front of him. And he misses her. And she takes another hit at him, and amazingly, Titania doesn't take him completely out, but most of the way out. So we have a choice of who we want to bring forward and handle that sort of situation. So I'm going to bring Boyd forward for the moment. And I'm going to let him hopefully finish that 3 points off. And then you notice we have a gap in our fence. So the thing will be how I arrange the rest of these people. So you notice we had an extra sort of with Har. And if you look at Ike, for instance, Ike can go a pretty decent distance, but if we want to retain our wall until we get through some of these people, basically let them come to us, we don't want to move Ike all of that way. So, I'm not going to move Ike yet. I'm going to take Zahar, and I'm going to move him over here next to Boyd, and wait. We've got Largo. He's going to go up and wait. We've got Har. He's going to come up and check his item and wait. Ike and Stefan. Again, the hedges form a wall. Keep Rolf reasonably close. And we keep our 2 main healers pretty much in the center of everybody. So if they need to heal somebody, easy to get to. So unless somebody dies, nobody can get through my line. And even if somebody were to die and I continued playing, which I would never do. If you've watched me, you know I don't ever do that. I restart and keep all of my characters because I know I can win with everybody living. I've done it many times. It's just sometimes, you know, it's a RNG game and you never know what's going to happen and somebody gets a good hit on Har like that. Or takes them completely down. You know, it happens. So, I just restart. Hopefully have better luck next time around with whatever character he's going for. Sheenon. He gave him a pretty good hit. And we see our feral ones moving closer to our group. So, we've got these guys all right in front of them. We've got Har, who we know just took a hit. So, and he's got this killing edge sword. So for right now, we're going to heal, and that's enough to put Har back to the level that we would want him to have. Unfortunately, Har does not have the ability to shove. Or I would shove him out of the way. I could use another character, and I probably will for that. So right now, Har is going to attack. He only needs 14. Oh, I'm sorry. He only needs 7. So hopefully he can get it with this axe just to save the other one. And he did. And we're going to keep him right there. We've got Largo. He was also injured. Let's take a look real quick. So Kira needs healing. So we're going to use him to heal Kieran in a moment. And Shinon needs healing. Everybody else that's basically in... Boyd could use... Or sorry, not Boyd. Largo. So some would have to use a vulnerary. Some not so much. I am going to change the line now just a little bit. Gonna move him up so Ike can attack. And handily takes him down. And he has the ability to go back, so we keep our line. Stefan again is gonna wait. Rolf. There are no characters I need to worry about moving Rolf for at this moment, so he's gonna stay there. Alencia is gonna come over. She's gonna mend Largo. And then she's gonna go back a few spaces. And we're gonna bring Soren over and heal Karen. And now here's where we have another sort of dilemma, because I don't want Soren in range, but we killed the bowman. So there's these guys, and this guy, he has 3 more uses on his meteor spell, and we've got, like I said, I believe reinforcements eventually coming over there. So I could move him by having him shoved by somebody, which involves moving some other characters, or I have the option now of moving out my line, basically. So Titania, even though she could go out and she can hit some people, I'm gonna put her up here. I'm gonna put Jeffrey up here, and then Kieran, that guy has 21. He's gonna hit that guy. Hopefully not take a bad hit. He missed. That was good. And then move him back. Cheronio I could move, but he would break the line, so we're gonna leave him there. And then Oscar can go back and forth, so he's gonna come up, get rid of this guy. And this is another reason why Morim is handy to have here, because, you know, with Leth and the other characters, with one changing, one being, you know, in their animal form or beast form, you know, you have to basically have one character, like these other guys, kind of hanging in the back and taking points when and where they can get them. Morim is going to wait. So now we look. Boyd's good. Items. He's got the killer axe. Items. We're gonna let him keep the one he has. Largo is healed. Items. We're gonna wait. And so that leaves us with one bowman at the bottom. We'll keep Shinon right where he is. Bastion. I'm gonna move him over here because they have Soren over there, but they don't have magic on this side. And then Lucia is going to stay exactly where she is. And we wait. Special attack. Or his sword. Depends on how you look at it. I know somebody who would argue with me on that statement, so... It's not like Ike and Boyd's special attacks where they... He just beats the crud out of people. He's taken quite a bit of hits for it too, but... He's a powerful character. He just needs to not die defending the line. That's his job. Now he's gonna go after Reese. Eventually, I will get him leveled up to where he can use spells, and then he can defend himself. Like that guy attacked Ike. Didn't have very good success with it. He's gonna attack Sheena. Hopefully doesn't do much, if anything. He missed. And we have a feral one attacking Titania. And she takes that guy out quite handily. And she's getting very close to the top of her paladin range. Oh boy. Lucky for that attack, 'cause Stefan is in a bad way. Didn't really think that many people would come at— There's the wyverns. I didn't really think that many people would probably come after him quite like that, but they did. Alright, staff. Mend. And Mend will take him all the way up. And we will do what we often do. And I don't know why I keep saying we, but I'm going to shove him back a little bit. So he's got a short spear. Range of 2. That's the other reason I moved him back. And then this guy. So... Sorry, I just screwed up my camera angle and I don't like it when that happens. There we go. This guy has 31 and a Laguz bow. I'm going to bring him down. And I'm going to see what his spells that he have will do. So that one will do 15 damage to him. He'll do 11 to me. Fire, I'll do 16, and he'll take 11. Those aren't particularly fantastic. But I'm going to hope that it works out for the best, because I'd like to get Bastion some points. Maybe... Nope, he's not going to hit again. It's like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And now Har. And he only takes 1. And he'll wait. Attack. He has a short axe, so he can take that guy out. And we get a Laguz bow that will get sent to the convoy. Now we have an interesting dilemma here. Not a dilemma, but I'm going to move Ike over here and attack this gentleman. And the reason for that is, one, I want to take that guy out, and there's no one else really nearby right now. And Ike, because I gave him the ring that he received from Rayson, that Rayson received from Nasala many battles ago, he gets to continue his remaining movement like a mounted unit would. So I can move him, and I'm going to put him right here. Sort of breaking the line a little bit, but it's still solid. So I can bring Rolf up here. Now, hopefully I'm not taking too big of a risk by doing this, Rolf can attack this guy for a whole lot of points. That guy can do about 12 to Rolf. So we should take him out without too many problems, and Rolf evaded. So Rolf gets some points. The magic user, cleric, whatever you want to call him, is out of the game for the moment. That leaves us with this guy. And then this group leading up to the castle. I want to say they get more wyverns over here at some point, but it's hard to say. There's so many battles in this game. So we have the feral one, and we've got all our characters. So the choices are, and I usually, like I said, wait and let them come to me. This guy is not going to come to me, so I have to decide, do I want to break the line to try to attack him, and then can I fill the gap in that line until I put it back, or reduce it the way it was before. My answer to that is, once I check everybody's health, 52. So Kieran needs healed again. That's no big surprise. I feel like Kieran's always being healed. But he is safe until, what do these guys have? Lances and a spear. So that spear guy, it's going to take him a little bit, at least 2 turns to get up here, I would think. So, you know, I can make different choices about how I put these characters. But I've got Lucia just standing back here, and she's not doing anything right now. So I just want to see. Alright. So I can move Lucia to where Titania is. We all know Titania is fierce. So I'm going to let her come up out of the thing. She's going to break the rank. And she is going to use her lance. And she's going to take out, hopefully, this magic user, mage. So he is done. She's maxed out her distance, so she can't move. So this guy and this guy will probably come after her. He may come this way, don't know yet. And then those wyverns will also probably come forward and maybe towards her. I can target them if I really want to see exactly how far they can go. And that's why I'm not really worried about them, because I know they can't really get to her right now. Her goal was to get rid of that magic user. And then I will bring her back here. In the meantime, we're gonna do a little switcheroony. We're gonna put Boyd over here. His health is good. And we're gonna bring Lucia up. And she's gonna stand behind Sheenan, who also took a hit. And she's going to mend Sheenan. You know, so I will still take all these people out, and I will still get the points, but I'm doing it in a way that everybody's getting used, but they're getting used in the safest way I can. So Kieran's gonna wait, Tronio's gonna wait, wait, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who would rather just go on out and start attacking, like Jeffrey, for instance. He can move 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And he should be able to go 5, 6, 7, 8 and be back in his spot. So I could do that. And he would hit him for 28 and see what Jeffrey gets hit for. He got a few. But he took out the feral one. So, in my estimation, that was probably a good choice. That mounted unit could come after him when he goes back to his spot. I think it's unlikely, but it could happen. But he hasn't taken enough hits that I don't think that guy's that big of a danger to him. So, basically look and see who we haven't done anything with yet. I'm gonna move Shinon just one away for the turn. And then we wait. Oh, that was a horrible level up. Oh, silver sword. I'm gonna send the iron lance to the convoy for right now. The lance is not something I'm really worried about right now. There's reinforcements up there, but not over here. That's good news. So I'm gonna move Rolf back. I'm gonna move Ike back. He is down a couple of points. I'm not really worried about it right now. Har's so good. I am gonna change his axe back. No, I think I'm not. Largo's the one I wanted to change the axe back. And Zahark is good. Now I could end all of these people at once and just let the turn continue. I don't do that. He does need healing. That's a reminder. In this instance, I'm going to use Alencia, get her some points, and then move her out of the way to safety, and then also move Soren back. Because if you recall, one of those guys that's coming does have a spear. So if he's in front of Taronio, let's say, he could hit Soren if he was standing right behind him. So he should be safe here. So he's just gonna wait. Shinon's good. Bastian is good. Not gonna move him. I save him till last. Kieran is good. So all these guys just making a line. May not be getting a lot of XP in the way that I'm doing it, but it's taking care of the problem. I'm going to bring Titania back. I'm going to put her here for right now. And then that leaves Reese. And we're going to wait. Okay, so he took a couple of hits there. Nothing too serious. He's down a whole point, and he's down only a few, like 6. Not bad. So the question would be then, right? Nobody else is up here. Our enemies are now all over here. Do we begin to break this line once we get rid of these? And that's probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start to break that line now. And remember, my goal is not to rout the enemy. My goal is to seize that square with an unlimited number of turns up by the castle. So if somebody is to appear down there, my goal is then to still protect my people that are in the rear. I gotta move him up a square. Actually, no. I'm gonna put him here because they're vulnerable to the bow. And he is now gone. So both of our Wyvern Riders here are gone. So I'm going to move Oscar over here since he can continue movement. Jeffrey is well healed. I'm going to move him around. We've got Kieran. Going to move him around. And we've got talking problems. That's what we've got. Gonna put Toronio here because that's as far as he can go. And they're gonna wait. Marine is safe way out here. And then we're going to just gradually move this line forward. So I'm going to move some positions around a little bit. So bear with me here. I'm gonna put Boyd here, and he's gonna wait. I'm gonna move Titania here, and she is also going to wait. We're going to move Zahark here and wait. Lucia, same thing. Now, we've got one enemy here, we've got a bunch of enemies up there. So now, I'm gonna move Ike up here. I'm gonna move Largo down and wait. I'm going to move Har here and wait. And then we've got Stefan here and wait. Now, did I leave a gap? Yeah, I have a gap here, but no one's ahead of me to the top. No one from this side, even the closest people, are going to be able to get around that wall right now. So let me turn them off as far as targeting. So then we've got these guys. And I'm just hitting all of them right now, just so you can see. So this is where their range ends. So he can get to here, and he can attack with his sword with one square. And there's nobody right now within 1 square of him if he moves up there. So we're okay. And that is why I moved those characters into the locations that I did, just for those that don't know the game. The ones that do would probably argue with my particular strategy, and again, that's okay, because that's what this game is all about. You can play it in 1,000,001 different ways. So I'm just relocating some of my people. Checking their healing status as well, along this repositioning of things and people. Valencia. And then we have Soren, and he's going to come up here. And we are going to wait for the next round. Then let them come to you, keep your people safe, if it's feasible to do so. There are times in their games you cannot do that because they don't come to you. You have to move your team. And even then, you know, when I have to do that, I try to keep my team in a line. Notice he is still not all that close to where I'm at. So if I look at just him again, we're still where we were before. So, now that I've got everybody in the process of going where I want them to go, we're going to continue to play the sort of swap around and move the line game. So these guys have, well, he has a bow, and he has a lance. And I'm going to bring Titania around and let her attack this guy. She takes him out. And I'm going to leave her right where she is, because Toronio does not have that great of a traveling distance. So I'm going to put him right here. He's, you know, great with his healing status, so that's fine. Morim. Now, notice I can't get him here, which is where I would have preferred him to be. I'm going to put him here. And he's going to attack this guy. That could be a dangerous move. And the reason why is I do believe we still have somebody that had a Lagoose Slayer somewhere. Don't remember where he was. Maybe I killed him. Lagoose Axe and Lance. Okay. I knew there were a couple of them floating around. And then those guys obviously at the top of that hill. So, I'm going to take Jeffrey, and Jeffrey's going to fill that location. And he's going to wait. Now, you notice with the shrub again, I can't say his name, Toronio, is preventing people from coming through there. So I'm going to put Kieran here. I'm going to put Oscar here. And I'm going to equip his Silver Lance. Wait. We've got an axe. Moving forward. Now we could, if we want to, begin to do this. So we've got Ike. He can wait. We can take Har and move him here. We can take Largo. And we can take Stefan. And we can take Lady Lucia. And I'm putting her one square back only because I'm putting my people like I have before. And just for giggles, I'll highlight this guy again. So you know, these guys are all, unless somebody has a longbow, and I think somebody did, but I don't think that one moves. We'll deal with it. Just kind of moving everybody up since we have now broken our line. If there were to be extra reinforcements from the upper right corner where the first wyverns came from, then we would close ranks around those people the best we could. But we don't have that situation going on over here. So we're just going to continue. So we've got this guy. And we've got him. Can't get to him. We've got her. And she can't get to him. So then we have to decide how are we going to move our people in relation to that, as well as what these guys are facing up here. So, got a couple of feral ones and all that good stuff. So, this is where it's gonna get a little bit interesting, because in order to go forward, kind of have to do some weird stuff. So Toronio, I want to block that line because only these people that can fly wherever they're off to the left can get past this square. So Toronio is going to come up with his spear, and he's not going to hit this guy for a lot, but that guy can't hit him back, and he's going to block that spot. And then we're going to bring Jeffrey up. And hopefully this isn't being too aggressive, but considering the state of the field right now, I don't think it is being too aggressive. She can move 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She can hit him a couple times. And then she's gonna go back in line. We've got Maureen. I'm gonna bring him up. He's gonna wait. I'm gonna bring him up. He too is going to wait because I don't have enough space to move him, attack, and get back and keep my line reasonably intact. So Kieran is gonna come here. There are other ways that I do this sometimes when I play. Like removing him closer and closer each turn this direction. But trying to keep somebody strong, or a few somebodies who are strong, on the lower end of this field. I'm gonna leave Har for the moment. Move Largo. Gonna move Zahark. I'm gonna move Lady Lucia. And she's still gonna be out of range here. As is Har. And I'm gonna do something different now. I'm gonna bring Har up here. And he's gonna wait. And still gonna keep these guys just a couple of steps back from everybody else until it is their turn and they are needed to heal or attack or whatever the case may be. So, just getting all our little duckies in a row with this new formation, and hopefully didn't miss anything. It's Oscar's special attack first advantage or whatever it's called. I always forget the names of those. So I think I'd remember after all these times, but no, I don't. I knew that was going to happen because he's magic and, you know, Lagoose. Anybody who has anything against Lagoose is going to be gunning for him right now. So they are sort of on my attack list. So we just got to get everybody. Aha, that's what I wanted. Kieran, I knew he was going to go after Kieran. Kieran always takes the hits. Really, Kieran? To 1 point. And I could have given them all ranged weapons. Titania just happens to have one from the attack that she did the last time. And he, or she, you can't really tell, is attacking. And I gotta go look and see what condition Toronio is under. It's probably poisoned. Could be asleep though. Be honest, I really wasn't worrying too much about the other magic users until I got closer. Okay, so the tomahawk is now broken. Perfect timing because, you know, it's she's not going to get attacked by anybody. And I can actually pick the weapon I want her to have instead of whatever it defaulted to. It was the Silver Lance, which is probably what I would pick anyway. But you never know. So Tronio, he is asleep. Courtesy of this dude who has a sleep staff and a psychic staff. So Har can move 9. Let's see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I can get Har up there. But he's going to be vulnerable to attack. So I'm going to leave him like here. So next turn I can dart up, kill somebody, and then dart out of the way. In the meantime, Valencia. I'm going to take a look at her. Oh, I didn't bring the I thought I brought the staff that was going to restore his status and make him not be asleep. But he's got a lot of hit points, and we don't have tons and tons of people that we're worrying about. Longbow, short axe. He's got Thoron, which has a whole bunch of uses on it. So let's take a look. Maureen needs healing. So we're gonna let Maureen get healed. By Mr. Soren. He's gonna come up He's gonna attack this guy that has the short axe. Sorry about that. Cracking my cough drop in my microphone here. Titania could use some healing. I'm gonna hold off a little on that. I'm gonna let her hopefully take out this guy. Maybe have somebody heal her at the end if nobody else is in need of it. We'll see. She's gonna wait right there. So he's down by 10. He's asleep. This guy's only got 1 point. This sounds like a good point. Ha, no pun intended. To bring him up. They're vulnerable to fire. He only needs to hit him once. Take that guy out. Alright, so now we're looking at this guy with the steel bow, the wyverns. This guy has blizzard. The Lagoose lance, so that guy we really want to keep an eye on with Morim. And then the guy with shine. So, first things first. Taking care of this guy. And if you didn't notice there, the space here is empty. Now this guy does have a ranged weapon, so he could hit Tyronio. But we're gonna see what we want to do about that. So just checking everybody. These guys down here, Kieran, everyone below Kieran can either use a vulnerary or doesn't require healing. So Alright, I'm gonna put Boyd back a step. And the reason why is because I'm gonna shove Bastian that way. And I am going to bring Reese up here. Heal is enough. Okay, so Kieran's healed. Kieran also has movement of 9, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So he will almost, you know, well, once I move everybody else, the line will still be pretty much intact. Or I can just, you know, let Ike come up and take care of it. Because he can take his turns back. So he gets his spaces. I'm now going to move him up closer to Titania. Oscar. Actually, 1 forward. Kieran. I'm just going to go next to him. We've got Zahark. Now, you notice we're forming our wall sort of again. Largo. Stefan. Lucia. Bring Rolf up to here because there's nobody he can hit or attack. Well, he's too far away. I don't think Shinon can either. Yeah, he's too far away. So, we're going to put Shinon here, and then he might be able to attack one of those guys next turn. And then Alencia is also going to kind of hang out up here. Who needed? Somebody else needed healing. I feel like I'm missing. Jeffrey. Titania could use some. 35. He's only down 10. And she's down 11. So, I mean, it's not awful. So, Alencia. Oop. Let's see if it can come up. I feel like I want to do Titania, but she's usually pretty good at defending herself. And Jeffrey is closer to some of these other people attack-wise. And this is the farthest back I can move her. So now, hopefully, everybody is going to be safe enough. At least for this one turn. Good job, Zahark. Just stay alive for the rest. Kieran again, of course. He's like a magnet. Okay. Got a couple hits in. He's got that special sword. Oh, no, he doesn't. That was somebody else. I thought that was a different guy. And Maureen levels up. Magic towards Zahark. Didn't do any good. Magic towards Jeffrey. Good choice. That I healed him, and he is not put to sleep. Attacks Titania. We got reinforcements. Those are the only ones they showed. So, I'm gonna look over here. Just remember, this guy is still hanging out here. Hasn't moved. Hasn't done a thing. Kind of interesting to me. He has a long sword. I'm gonna break the line for a moment here. I don't want to forget about that guy and have him somehow break my line because I forgot. So Oscar should be relatively safe. I mean, I'm gonna kill this guy hopefully, and no one will get to him. See how the rest of this is gonna play out. He's got 19 points. We're gonna let Kieran go ahead and he should, knock on wood, take him out, but you never know with Kieran. He does miss frequently. Alright, he did. Yay. Alright, and Kieran's gonna wait right here. So we have nobody in front of us on this side. We just have all these dudes. So this is what I was talking about before. I'm gonna bring him up. Attack. I want to make sure I do this in one hit so I don't have to worry about him being in range or anybody else getting asleep. So I'm going to put him back down the hill. And then he, maybe, if no one else kills this guy, which I probably will, then he would be next on my list to go after. So, Toronio, still asleep, still at the same point level. I'm going to bring Jeffrey up once again. He should take him out. And he does. Alright, that's going pretty good. That was a great level up. Wish I saw those every time. Tronio, sleep. Can't do anything with him, right? Marine's still down 10. This guy's got a brave sword for 13. Where's our Laguz guy? Again, here's the Laguz bow. And the Laguz lance. So, I'm gonna go ahead. And I'm gonna let Alencia. Do I want to use that? No, I think I want to attack. We're gonna attack. Then we can decide. Okay. So, now the question is, who kills him? Ike takes some damage, but not too bad. Ike's gonna wait here. Bastion is gonna come up and attack. That one does 12. That one does 11. No, he's not gonna be the one to attack. I mean, he'll do some damage. Well, we can make it a joint effort. Elwind. Oh, I forgot. My bad. Alright, Shinon comes up behind Titania. And he's gonna take his shot, literally. And Shinon levels up. And he's down by 10. She needs healing. Again, not desperately so, but enough. And then we're gonna bring Boyd up here next to Ike. His level's good, so he's gonna wait. He could use some healing. Zahark as well. I do believe those guys are all out of range of pretty much everybody, but let's just double check. Alright, so everybody else is marked. Alright, so I can let him move over here, but he's gonna wait to be healed till the next turn. So I don't have to use a vulnerary. Largo's fine. I'm just gonna move him up 1. Zahark is fine. He's gonna come up here. And Lucia is going to come next to him. Rolf is good. So that just leaves us with Trona, we can't move, and then these two guys who need healed, and Alencia who can heal somebody. So 36, like I said, 11, and 10. I feel like Marim is the most in danger, like I said before. So Alencia is going to come up here. She's going to staff, mend Marim. And then she's going to fly back to safety. And, I mean, honestly, I can just use a vulnerary on her. Oh, no, I can't, because I'd have to trade. Trade from... he only has 1. Marim has 2. Take 1 for right now. Items. Vulnerary. And there, her meter has been filled. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it right. Move her up 1. Move Marim up 1. And hope that we get through the 2 people that have Laguz weapons with Marim. That's my concern. That guy is down. We have our bow going after Titania. Another one after Titania. She takes him out. She's probably gonna be the MVP again, because goodness knows she does a lot of the heavy lifting around the team, so to speak. Alright. So we're running low on peoples up here, which is good news for us. This dude not moving. And I didn't mention it when I read the dialogue, though I read the dialogue the way he said it. Did anybody notice that he was hissing instead of speaking properly? Something's not right with the guy. And then they also mentioned that, oh, Shinan, what's your level? He's got the Lagoose bow, though. I think we're not going to risk the health of our teammate. We're going to come up here and let Ike attack him. But they were questioning and saying that some people say that he's, you know, the armor itself, basically, or he's a ghost inside the armor, that he's not real. There's something really strange and mysterious about him. So I guess we're going to have to wait and kind of find out more about that. I'm going to move him back. Let's see, one. I'm going to move him here. And then move Titania. I'm going to move Titania up here to attack this gentleman. Because, again, Mareem. And he has a lance. We've got Har. Har can come up. And he can attack from a distance. So we're going to let him do that. Takes this guy out. We're going to send that to the convoy. And move him back. Alright, so no bow people up here, just magic and stuff. So, now is the time that we're going to work on really getting everybody else up here. So I'm going to put Oscar here. Actually, no, he doesn't have a strong enough weapon for that. He'll go next to Titania. Now that our vulnerary, oh my gosh, our Lagoose guy is dead. We're going to bring Mareem up. I'll bring Kieran up. Bring Boyd up. Bring Largo up. Same thing as before. Yeah, nobody else around. Just these guys. Right now. And with our magic user here, you know, we do have people that are kind of in troubling positions. He's okay. He was next to be healed. So I'll let him heal Bastion. And we're just gonna run through this line in case I missed somebody real quick. Alright, so I'm pretty pleased with that arrangement right now. These other people that are in spots, it is because of the magic. He needs healing. I thought Ike needed. He could use a little bit of healing. Let's let Alencia mend Ike. And then she can get back to here. And then, oop. She is in the way a little bit. Move Shinan over here. I'm gonna move Soren momentarily. Here. And then Zahark is gonna be back here. And who? Ah, Oscar. Oscar can't make it that far. He's gonna block the line here for right now. Okay, he attacked Titania. That was a good choice. I really just want to make sure that he didn't attack Alencia, since she was within his magical realm, reach, whatever the heck you want to call it. Alright, so it's my turn. We've got 3 people to deal with right now. So this guy has not taken any hits. We've got this guy who's had a few hits. Let's see. Can't quite get him there, but we are going to bring him up. Zahark is going to get healed. Get some more experience for Reese. Just realized my cursor was in the way. I hate it when that happens. And then how do I want to do this? So I think we'll let Boyd come up. He's gonna killer axe this guy. And then we've got Jeffrey. He's gonna finish him off. I don't think I can get Ike anywhere near that far. Kind of close. Wait. I'm gonna move Maureen down here. Kieran down here. Alencia. Implement Kieran, get some XP. And we are almost done with this one. So close. Largo. We're gonna move him up to here. And we're gonna wait. Zahark. We're gonna bring him. Actually, yeah. Bring him up here. Wait. Oscar's gonna go here. And wait. You just keep moving, everybody. And before I do anything else, I hate it when I hit that button by accident. Bring Har over here. He can hit him from a space away, but he's gonna hit him. I just want to see what the numbers look like. So Har's gonna hit that guy for 10. That guy's supposedly not gonna hit Har for anything. So we'll take it so Har can get a little bit of points. Now we're just gonna zip him around the corner. And nobody else is in reach. Toronio is still asleep and couldn't get up there anyway. So we're gonna let Titania take him out, hopefully. Now remember, our boss, Bertram here, has a range of 2 on his weapon. The one that also sucks the life out of you to heal himself. So I want to be sure to put Titania back into this area. And then we could leave these people here, but what if they were to reinforce from behind and we left them out here and it takes several moves to get away? So we're going to continue. I always try to do this. I don't like leaving anything undone. I'm also going to use the XP that Soren, get the XP Soren needs by healing Toronio those few points. Rolf's good. And we just get everybody up with the main group. Because what if Bring him up. Wait. And everybody has had a turn. And now we are reinforced. And, ta-da! Toronio is awake. So, this affects our arrangements, right? Because we just brought everybody up to make a line. But I don't want to lose out on 4 people worth HP, but I don't want to kill anybody either. So, we're going to adjust our plan because, like I said, this guy's not going anywhere. So, he is fully healed. We've got blades. All blades. So, bring Har back here. He's going to attack the guy in the back. He's not going to hit him for very much. But a hit is a hit, and he'll level up. And I'm going to put him over here out of the way as best we can. Titania. Again, I'm right now going for people with the farthest reach. Titania, Silver Lance. Totally going to need to restock her stuff after this battle. And there is one of the reinforcements down. She's sort of protecting Har. Toronio. Where can we put him? We can put him right here. He's gonna wait. Jeffrey, also larger range of movement. Come down here. He's gonna attack. Let's take this guy out. And he does. He levels up. Not super duper, but, you know, hey. It's a level up. Alright, now. Who do I want to use next? Because they're both swords, so they can't throw things at people, but I want to see where other people can go. So I'm going to put Ike here. And I'm going to wait. And I'm going to bring Rolf up. And let Rolf have a chance with his bow. And he takes him out. Alright, we've got Sheenan with his bow. And now this one is showing he's only going to hit for 10. We'll take it. Let him have, you know, some points. Soren can only make it so far, so we're going to put him behind Toronio. Boyd can make it up here. And he should finish this guy almost off. Very close. Okay. And then we've got Zahark. He can come up. He hits him for 4. Alright, so now 48. She's got 38. 36. So Boyd. Largo, I'm gonna move 2 squares away and wait. Maureen is gonna go a couple squares away and he's going to wait. Jeffrey. So Jeffrey's gonna come up here, and we're gonna attack him with this bow. It's not gonna do a whole lot. It's gonna do a whole whopping 7. And notice he says perish. But he missed Jeffrey, which is what I was hoping for. And we're putting Jeffrey over here. So he only missed 1 point. He only still is missing 1 point, I should say. Stefan, 2 squares away. Kieran, a couple squares away. All of them. We have Reese out here. Right now I'm going to move him the farthest I can that way. And then we've got just Alencia. And Alencia can't get all the way... Oh, yes, she can. I don't think she could get to Titania, but she can. So we're going to mend her. And then she's probably going to be stuck back there for this last little bit because she's going to have used her movement. He heals himself. I knew that. A lot of them do. So now is when we have the interesting parts. So Ike has movement of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he should be able to hit him and move away after he does it. Again, perish. So you're Bertram, are you? Sorry, but I can't perish right now. Me. Kill. What? Kill me. Kill me, Bertram says. What's going on? Are you mad? G. Ah. And Ike attacks. Bertram misses. Ike should have movement away. Good. And then we're gonna do like we did before. Attack. Let some other people get some points. Take Bertram down. Move him out of the way. Kieran. Short axe. Uh-oh. Yeah, I knew it was coming eventually. No! Damn you! That was so close. Alright, what time is it? 12:03. I can't believe I made it all the way that far. Without screwing up until that one moment. I really... I'm gonna load from... What's the... 12:03... 11:58. Alright. So... we just went back about 5 minutes in time, I would say, roughly. Because I goofed. It happens. You know, like I said, I was surprised that I even made it to that spot in the first place. I'm doing this different this time, sorry. Just because I screwed it up. I knew I shouldn't have put Kieran there. Kieran is not trustworthy as far as that kind of stuff. He's just not reliable. I know better. But I gave him a shot. It didn't work. I'll hit him for 11. I'll let Rolf come up. Hopefully finish him. And he does. Alright, so now we're back to just Bertram. And we've got everybody around. These guys are still way back here. Alencia's still gonna come back and heal Titania. That's gonna go on my oops reel. The I know better than to do this. Why did you do it? Because you played the battle and you're tired and you're ready to go to bed and you made a dumb mistake. It's almost always when it happens. Not exclusively, but almost always. So I'm just gonna line my people up, kind of like I did before. As long as they're away from him right now, we're okay. Hopefully, we have success with Bertram. Oscar shouldn't die. Kieran, I will bring up, but he's gonna stay out of the way because I don't trust him. Stefan, 2 squares away. Lucia, a couple squares away. He's only down 1 point. We're gonna bring him up closer. So I wanted to bring him closer to the group. Bastian. Gonna line up here. It's a Hark again. Save. And he can heal. Does anybody need healing that he might reach? Can't get to Jeffrey. I don't think we can get to any of them. Yeah. We can't get to any of them, so I'm just gonna put them up here for right now. And we wait. Bertram heals. Okay, take 2. Ike. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pack. Silver Sword is down to 1. And change to the other one. Perish. Alright, we're gonna skip this because we know Bertram says kill me. Something has happened to him and he does not want to be around anymore. Can't really blame him for that. Staff, psychic. Do I want to use a psychic on that? Let's wait. Staff, heal. I guess fine with 10. That's fine. Or not 10, but with heal. Blah, blah, blah. We gotta level up. Alright. And now Titania. She's not gonna attack this round. She's gonna come up here and wait. And then Zahark. I don't know why I said that. I saw Zahark and said was meaning to say Har is also gonna come up. Who's gonna wait? Jeffrey needs healed. He can't heal Jeffrey, but Jeffrey can come 2 steps behind, or sorry, 1 step behind Boyd. And then he can. We're gonna wait. And let him come up. Staff, heal Jeffrey. Alright. Kieran is gonna wait. Stefan's gonna wait. Lucia's gonna wait. Sheenon's gonna wait this turn. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. He's gonna come up and take another shot and then go back to his place. He's gonna take a hit, supposedly for about 7. He missed. I move him out of the way. He waits. I could put Largo here and attack. Same problem is that he can attack 2 squares away. Excuse me for yawning. You can see that if I move Largo forward or Maureen. Those are his movement areas and then into where he can attack. I don't think I've ever seen him move off of that square. Rolf is going to come up, hang out over here. Tronio is healed. He's gonna come over here. He's gonna wait. And we're gonna let Alencia come up and she is going to heal Boyd. Again, these are things that I probably wouldn't have to do because we're ending the battle, but it's extra points. Oh, she is a leveled up princess. Yay, princess. Alright, and then we have Boyd with his bow, just moving him closer. And now, the only two left, should be those two. They're both well with healing, so I will just, instead of doing each one, I'm going to hit end. Bertram's going to heal. And now this is where I can truly let all of my people tag team, taking turns hitting this guy. So, Ike, attack, hit him, hit him again, darn. Alright, so he moves back, and he waits. Here she is. Titania is gonna come up. Attack. Silver Lance. She should hit him for about 24 if we're lucky. And he restored some, but she hit him again. So he's down to 15, and we're gonna put her here. We're gonna let him come up. He's gonna attack with his bow. Bertram hits Oscar, takes a bunch of HP. And Oscar levels up again. And so we're going to move him, actually, back here to where he can be healed. Okay. Now, we've got Jeffrey. Jeffrey can move 9, just making sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we should be able to get him at least a little bit away. We're going to use the Brave Lance on him. We need all the help we can get. He's going to hit me for 16 at least. Yeah, this is the hard part about fighting him. Because he does. He comes in and he just kicks your butt. Can I get her to him? Yes, if I move Largo. Alright. So Jeffrey's healed. She's just gonna wait here. He is back to 34, which is one of the things that makes him such a pain in the butt to fight against. Because you just kind of have to be really careful about who you're attacking him with. Because as you saw earlier, Kieran died. And I just want to see, he's gonna take a heck of a lot of damage if I do that. Boyd, oops. Boyd, if I put him here. The hand axe is gonna do 5, he's gonna take 22. The bow is gonna do 4, and he's gonna take 22. So Boyd is not a good option. Ah! Sheena, attack. And I can't go back a space, or I would use the longbow. Silver bow. He's only hit him for 3. Yeah, so he can't. I mean, he could do it from the longbow from here, but it's a 0, so what's the point in wasting the longbow for it? Let's see about Rolf. If anybody can hit him with a bow, besides Oscar. Rolf can hit him for 5, he's going to take 23. And I don't want him up there, he's just too low level. I just want to see again the numbers. he'd hit him for 24. He has 34. I'm going to take 22. I could have someone shove him out of the way and maybe take the final hit. It's kind of risky. But I'm going to try it. Fingers crossed. He missed. He hit him. He didn't suck energy off of him, so that's good too. That's a horrible level up. So now I'm gonna take Cheronio. Oh, what's his attack now? Yeah, he can hit him supposedly for 11. I don't know that I trust that. I will eat your soul. No, you won't. So Bertram is dead. Cheronio levels up. And we have the rune sword, which is going to the convoy. And we need to seize, which means we need Ike. And his turn is over. So since this is done, I'm not going to do each person individually. I'm just going to end turn. Oh, of course they reinforced. I hate leaving XP on the field. I really do. But it's late. I'm tired. I have to get up in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and seize and end this battle. When normally I would go ahead and just finish it. So we have a soldier running up saying, "Sir, the enemy troops are fleeing. Shall we give chase?" "No, let them run. We fought enough today. Get our men inside the fort and give everyone a break." "Yes, sir." And here we are at Castle Crimea. King Ashnard. "I see. So Crimea's won another victory, have they? He. Or he. I mean his laughs, oh my goodness. "Well then, send the rest of our troops to Castle Nados as reinforcements." Oh, excuse me. See, I told you I was tired. I'm yawning. Crazy. "Put General Hafed in charge and let him exchange blows with them." "Yet that would leave the capital protected by only the Imperial Guard." "You forget yourself, knight. I will be here as well. If they defeat Hafed and make it all the way here, then they are worthy to cross swords with me." "I would beg a question, Your Highness. Why do you divide our troops and give the enemy the advantage?" "It's as if you were... as if I were..." "What? Go on." "It's as if you desire the Crimean army to continue winning and make its way here to you." "I'll not deny it." "Are you saying that you desire Dayan's defeat?" "No, I am not. If you think it through, or think it clear... I cannot talk. If you think through it clearly, Dayan will not lose." "I beg to differ, because I want to kill you. We had many plans when we started this war. We went through many scenarios, many predictions. But, as you know, our predictions have been completely overturned by this gang of rabble. Was that luck? Or was it the gap in skill between the individual soldiers? And if it is, aren't you interested in seeing how far they can come?" "I do not understand." "Heh. He. Perfect. Nothing raises my spirits like war. Come, Crimea, let me be the one to consume your noble hearts." Oh boy. Flash. So we save. We get our map. Of all the battles in the war so far, the contest for Fort Pinel is the fiercest to date. And from this horrific clash of weapons and wills, the Crimean army emerges, oh my gosh, bloodied and exhausted, like me, yet victorious. The price of Fort Pinel is no small thing, but it is the promise of additional reinforcements from Gallia. And the large Benyan army encamped in Castle Dayan that keeps the breath of hope alive in the soldiers' hearts. There is one other pivotal piece in Dayan's defense of the former Crimean capital, the severely undermanned Castle Nados. As the day's end draws near, Tabarn's small force of Hawks and Galleons cease their attacks and return to camp headquarters. '27 Moment of Fate. So there's some dialogue, and then we'll get to the next save screen. Well met. From the look of things, the battle ended in our favor. We claimed victory, yet Dayan had more troops than we expected, and it was a hard-fought battle. I don't have the best news to report either. What is it? As the day ended, we withdrew as planned, but as we were leaving, reinforcements began flooding in from the capital. That's a piece of ill news. The men that were originally guarding the castle were nothing special, but there was one who appeared mid-battle and crushed an entire unit by himself. He was so much stronger than the others. It was as if a wolf had appeared in a kennel of blind, newborn pups. What did he look like? He was covered from toe to tip in black armor. That made it difficult to judge his size, but I think he was bigger than me. If my intuition's right, he is the villain you've all been talking about. The Black Knight. He's in that castle. I'd like to report the results of our last battle. Titania, we knew MVP. New ally, Alencia, now playable. Money, pretty good for this stage of the game. There were no deaths, the usual spiel that Soren gives. And we get to our save screen. Now, I'm going to go ahead and save, because like I said, it's late, I'm tired, I'm yawning, so I need to go to bed. So I will do the thing that I hate doing, which is ending without having gone through the base camp screens and whatnot. So I am going to say goodnight, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully, for the next round. Got lots of interesting things coming with this game as we proceed along. And have a great night. Thanks again.